In the last hour, Governor Eric Holcomb addressed this morning's shooting here in Noblesville. He actually was in Europe and just arrived back to Indianapolis on the first flight from Paris to Indy. Our David Williams is live at Indianapolis International Airport with the latest on that. David.
We just spoke to Governor Eric Holcomb. When he and the others walked into the airport, you could see the sadness and longing on their faces because they knew what they were going to talk about at this press conference. He was accompanied by House Speaker Brian Boswell and State Senate Pro Tem David Long, as well as the State Superintendent, Dr. Jennifer McCormick, and Doug Carter, the Superintendent of Indiana State Police. The meeting began with State Police Doug Carter praising first responders. He said he wasn't prepared to talk specifics right now and said he wants to make sure everyone in that building absolutely gets what they need. Dr. Jennifer McCormick, the state superintendent, also praised the schools and said we need to align and discuss. And the governor, he hammered home that he and State House leaders are constantly talking, he says, about school safety and funding. I want to play for you a little bit of what he told us just a few minutes ago. Take a listen.
We need to make sure that we don't leave any stone unturned. And if there's a resource that is needed by a school in the state of Indiana, we're going to find a way to deliver on that. There's nothing more important than we can do. We're on the right road. We're moving in the right direction. There is funding and resources available to make sure that our schools are safe. We need to make sure, as we are right now, we've also called to audit. We'll get a lot of that information by August 1st. We'll see where there are some deficiencies, if there are some, throughout the state of Indiana, and then we'll address those issues.
And the state superintendent said he hopes to learn a motive for this terribly tragic shooting in Noblesville within the next 3 to 4 days. Also, one of the governor's spokespersons told me that schools are required to have a safety plan. And in this case, this plan worked, and the governor believes it probably saved lives. I'm David Williams, live at the airport. Brooke, back to you.